What is going on? Welcome back to Financial Journey. So today I want to talk to you about Rivian, ticker is RIVN. I'm going to give you a good breakdown of the data points, why things are starting to look very much bullish, and where things might be going from here. Before I get into any of that, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Always greatly appreciate that. And with that said, let's get right to it. So currently at 4.59%, it is very much in rally mode, and based on the technicals, it is now looking fairly bullish. So of course, it kind of was having this nice leg up, but the full transition into the higher percentile of the Bollinger Band is generally a very good thing. As well, looking right here, you do see a nice, very bullish signal behind the scenes. So black line above the red. And as of right now, it is around 44, so kind of neutral as well. So it does have a lot more room to go up as well. Number of retail investors are getting in, and all of this is largely because of good economic data that's been coming out today, more specifically non-farm payroll and unemployment rate, and as well Apple earnings. So in general, you're kind of getting a lot of optimism. As of right now for Rivian, there hasn't been any SEC filings as of late, the last one being the definitive 14A, and that was on May the 1st. And other than that, as far as PR, there wasn't really anything recently. So it looks like on the 3rd, that was the last one. But this one does show the RS1 being a top safety pick. So I think that's a pretty good sign in reality. Not a good catalyst or anything, but still good to see. As far as on the May the 1st, the definitive 14A on which was submitted. And what I'll do is I'll give you guys a quick overview of what this definitive 14A does truly say. So as you can see right here, there's a lot of kind of pictures, PR, unnecessary in my opinion. But it does show June 21st, 2023 is going to be the annual shareholder meeting. This is as of record date, April 24th. So you physically had to have held Rivian on April 24th to participate in this voting. And it looks like number one, it says to elect Karen Bone, Ross, and so forth as directors. And of course, I think that's going to be very much easily passed. I don't think anyone will have any issues with that. Number two is to satisfy the whole appointment of the accounting firm. Once again, another kind of boring thing. Number three, to approve on an advisory basis the compensation of our named executive officers. So this one is always a touchy one out of any company because that includes monetary value. So definitely that one you need to highlight and focus on. And then number four, to consider and vote upon a stockholder proposal requesting the adoption of a human rights policy if properly presented at the annual meeting. So this one is kind of different. I know they've always given the shareholders and stockholders the opportunity to bring things forward, but I've never actually seen anything happen. So this is the first. I don't know if this is going to pass or not. Then number four, it says just other business and such. So in general, I would just focus on number three. Closer to the date, I'll do a little bit more of a tentative video on that, on exactly things that you need to know. As well, going into next week is also Rivian earnings. So as you can see right here on May the 9th, after hours, so around 4 o'clock Central, that is where you're going to have their earnings. Once again, over the weekend, I'll do a little bit more of a tentative video on Rivian on exactly what you can expect from their earnings. And on a side note, I'm going to be also live streaming that as well. So definitely stay tuned for that. As far as the options activity today, you do see a little bit more orientation towards call options. So $2.69 million worth of calls versus $1.94 million versus puts. So clearly behind the scenes, a lot of big money does anticipate that this rally is going to continue. So of course, that's a pretty positive sign. And as far as big money physically getting in, there was only one transaction today, so 1.47 million. And that's not too bad in reality, considering today is Friday, and Fridays usually are a little bit less volume as well. So that's something just be aware of. So I'm not too concerned about that. But right now, I just want to give you a quick overview of shorts, as I always do, not necessarily because Rivian's going to be a squeeze, but it's just basically the sentiment. So short score is currently 64, utilization is 35, and as far as what shorts are doing today, they are returning 86,000 shares. 12.13% of the free float's being shorted, so that's kind of high a little bit. Of course, there's a lot of other similar stocks such as Lucid that does have significantly higher, around 25%, but 74.2 million shares overall being shorted. Cost to borrow is absolutely penny, so nothing to really kind of talk on in regards to that. And as far as going back to Interactive Brokers, if you do, for instance, like a lot of the good information that Interactive does have, take a look at them in the description below. It does have a lot of good information such as analyst forecasts, ratings, and so forth. But as of right now, it looks like April 19th, that was the last ratings, and that was from Deutsche Bank. So most likely after the upcoming earnings, this is where you will see a fresh new amount of analyst ratings. So of course that might be a pretty good thing in reality. It does also show through tip ranks that there was a analyst rating as of yesterday that did give a $28 price target. So as I've been saying for a while now, even though it did drop down to $12 and whatever it might have done, I do feel that this has been just too suppressed for too long. Even analysts, a lot of them, some of which are bearish, even more so Adam Jonas, they even have a $24 price target on Rivian, and they don't really like any other EV other than Tesla. So it's kind of interesting to see that a lot of these analysts even have a consensus of $26. This is just way too overdone. My own opinion, of course, who isn't a financial advisor, so you guys do your own due diligence at the end of the day. Some points to really watch for, like I said, going into, for instance, the next couple trading days leading into the earnings. So 13.56, it is officially above this pivot point, so $15 is a very big one to watch for, and vice versa, $13.43. So definitely, I think big things might be coming Rivian's way, so potentially add to your position. I am completely happy. I have it in two different accounts, one of which I have a $14.50 average, and the other one I have a $12.60 average. I am completely happy with both, not worried whatsoever. So, but of course, that is just me, not you. You guys do your own due diligence at the end of the day. So when it comes down to it, let me know you guys' thoughts on Rivian. Do you feel that their upcoming earnings is going to be good? Do you think it's going to be bad? What is your take on that? And do you care, for instance, about this upcoming shareholder meeting? Is there anything that stood out to you that you're interested in, or let me know. But again, if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Always greatly appreciate that. One final thing I just wanted to share with you, take advantage of this promo with Moomoo. Link in the description below and also the comments. Sign up for a free account and you get one free stock. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. Complete no-brainer. Moomoo does also offer $0 commission, free level 2 trading. And as you see, deposit $100, throw $100 at the account, you get 9 additional free stocks. So for $100, you get 10 free stocks in total. It is a complete no-brainer. So once again, let me know you guys' thoughts on all that in the comments below. And without further ado, I appreciate you guys watching. Let's all make a lot of money on Rivian.